Hello everyone, what is going on with the hair? I'm North Scorpio and welcome to not another Norse Core stream. Hang on, there we go. That's right. Poor planning on my part. After a couple weeks break for the holidays, I waited too late to confirm if the standard roll call of the Norse Corps was assembled. They let me know that they were unavailable. I am very bad at filling gaps. Let that mean what you want it to mean. Doesn't bother me. I feel like we are taller, but I also remember that we did. Oh wait, maybe I. No, I didn't do that. Okay. I know where else. I'm always fucking fighting with these backdrops. I'm just gonna get one that's purple. I never wear purple. So yeah, they will also be out of commission next week. Or at least one is. So maybe now that I have a week, I'll be able to find someone else to do a stream with. But for this week, I figure let's keep on top of ourselves and at least stream. And let's return to Stardew. You may have noticed that there was a countdown timer as we entered the stream today. No, I'm not back in Streamlabs. I found a... Gosh, it's so peaceful. Oh, hang on. I have loaded the wrong one. I need to load my modded file. What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I found an add-on on install that gave me a countdown timer text file that I can add to regular OBS. So, thank goodness for that. I'm also going to go looking for the credits thing that I want to do, which is obviously very easy to do in Streamlabs because of its tie-in, and will be harder to do, but I want to do in OBS, so that's my goal. See how well that turns out. Start loading in the game. Oh yeah, it's raining today. So this is good. I'll be able to put that on the break screen as well. It's not currently on there because we're going to stream for about 2 hours and I'm not going to need a break in that time. I hope everybody's having a good week. I think I had a little bit of an existential crisis this week. Ooh boy. Don't go looking on the internet because it's just going to cause you distress that you don't need. I don't know what triggered it. I was looking at Rooster Teeth stuff. For those unaware, which would be most, I was a really big Rooster Teeth fan about 10 years ago now. Oh gosh, I'm old. That's what kind of hit me. I realized I'm old. I have a too old of a soul. Whatever caused it, I came across some news of some people that had been removed from the company, and then I discovered that Bernie left in June, and I just kind of like melted, like, oh gosh, it's all over, what's happening? Which is a silly thing to do, but I did it. It kind of flooded back all this emotion of what I used to be and have just kind of pushed away. And it's a very weird feeling. Suddenly felt like I needed to grasp at those straws and pull them back before they slipped away like sand through the hourglass. Of course, I'm feeling fine now. Things feel better, feel okayer. But that was a rough 24 hours or so where it was just, oh no, what's happening? So I discovered Rooster Teeth and Red vs. Blue when I was in my last year of high school. Going into college, and last year of high school was 2008, 2009. So, 12 years. It's actually 12 years. Fuck. So I watched through, I think at that point there were 6 seasons or 7 seasons of Red vs. Blue. And I binged and bought the DVDs for those. And moving into college was my discovery of YouTube. Before that, it wasn't so much that I didn't know about YouTube. I didn't realize its scope. But I lived out in the country with dial-up internet. YouTube was not an option. Moved near the college that I went to. Got my own internet, which was DSL. Could get a whole 6 meg. Discovered YouTube. That fall was a tipping point for this. My inspiration to start doing this. It took 2 years because I have a lot of self-doubt, take a long time to pull the trigger on things, which leads me to being late to the party. Happened with YouTube, happened with Twitch, happened with TikTok. And it was about 6 years ago. I guess let's roll back. So I discovered Rooster Teeth. I was watching through all that stuff. I discovered YouTube. I found Minecraft. I found gaming on YouTube and went, this is really cool. I would love to do something like this. I discovered CNanners. Through CNanners, I discovered the Yogscast later on because they played Minecraft. That was also how I found Minecraft, with CNanners, and bought Minecraft and ran it on a terrible e-machine that had a 160 gig hard drive and 64 gigabytes? No, not gigabytes, megabytes of RAM. It ran like absolute trash. I got about 4 to 5 frames a second. All this nostalgia flooding back in. So I binged all that. I was a big part of the Rooster Teeth community. As I transitioned from college to university, I was talking to a lot of the people on there. I was trying to engage as best I could to be part of something that I was never really comfortable with because I'd not done it before. It was all new. And about a year into university, I started to fall out of being interested in keeping tabs with it. I'd shifted. I was still watching all the Rooster Teeth stuff, but the amount of channels on YouTube I was subscribed to had grown, so I was not I didn't feel like I had the time to dedicate to the forums and stuff like that. Of course, a little bit later, the forums kind of shifted and shut down. Pretty much fallen out with everybody that I did talk to on there. I even fell out of keeping up with the shows for a while. I eventually have gone back, and I'm caught up on Red vs. Blue, except for the new season, which I'm kind of waiting for it to be done. Catching up on Ruby. But to go in and see that a bunch of the originals have left, and things have changed so much that I don't even recognize what's going on, was kind of the catalyst of me looking back and reflecting and going, oh, what has my life become? Caused this dread of, I've so fallen out of sync with reality. I've always been good at this. I will avoid something if there are potentials for spoilers, if it's something I want to enjoy. Primarily that's video games. I also don't really like to watch a lot of movie trailers because they tend to spoil the best moments of movies. And I'm very good at avoiding movie spoilers until I can go see a movie. I've also realized that because the people that I follow on Twitch primarily are people that used to do YouTube stuff, which is how I transitioned over as well, I'm kind of out of the loop for smaller streamers. There are a lot of things that small streamers do that I don't like and don't want to do. But there are so many more things that I don't know about at all because I just have separated myself so heavily over the last couple years, which some of that was necessary. Some of that, if I'd focused in a way that I know I can do, I'd have destroyed myself. But seeing Roger start streaming and starting to look at the community side of things, which is something that I always wanted to do, and starting to put things into place to make that possible and to start encouraging that again, has made me realize that I'm out of touch. And even if I'm not doing certain things that because they don't appeal to me, I still need to look at what other people are doing, because there are certainly going to be things that people are doing that I do like and can implement. Otherwise, I'm just here as a crotchety old person playing video games that I enjoy which I don't have a problem with, but it's probably not the best marketing strategy. I don't know. I've got enough off my chest, I think. I could probably talk for hours on this crap.